Hey, hi, how's it going? I don't like the internet, or at least like the mainstream parts of the internet. Of course, I have my own little corners that I enjoy, but it just seems like recently, or at least the past couple of years, the most popular spots on the internet are, well, just not good, not enjoyable. Literal slop designed for nothing other than getting clicks. And honestly, it makes sense. The internet is extremely lucrative. There's a lot of money to be made, so it was only a matter of time before literally all of it was turned into an extremely well-oiled machine that is fine-tuned to do nothing but grab and keep the attention of pretty much everybody. I mean, it makes sense. I guess nobody's really surprised about it. I understand it. I understand that eventually the soul of the internet would just be ripped out, but I guess I didn't realize, A, how soon it was going to be, and B, I guess I didn't realize that the best way and the most overused way of getting people's attention would be porn. Like, obviously, I knew that porn, was something that is very, very good at drawing people in, but I didn't realize that it was the best option. But it is, like 100%. It definitely is. And the internet in the past few years has literally just proved that because it is all porn. All of it. Every last bit of it, every platform, every corner you check, there is porn, and it is likely the most popular thing in that corner. And honestly, I hate it. Like, I genuinely cannot stand it. And listen, I'm not like taking the moral high ground. Okay, I'm not. I'm not gonna say that porn's evil, and that if you watch it, you're like fuck going to hell. Or I mean, I don't know. And I also just don't care. Honestly, the entire reason I'm making this video, the whole reason I'm talking about this, is because at the end of the day, the shit just annoys the out of me. Believe it or not, but I don't want to see nothing but porn or sexual content when I'm just scrolling, right? Like, if I'm checking shit out, normally I want to laugh, okay? Like, call me crazy, but I would just like to see things that are actually interesting, not generic ethot number 6045. I actually don't care about her in the slightest. But obviously, a lot of people do, and that's kind of the problem. See, as the internet is getting older and mainstream apps such as like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all the big hitters, as those websites focus more and more on really pinpointing how to make the most money possible, they find that it's actually really simple. Hey, how do we get people to click on stuff and spend hours watching our ads? Oh, I know. Just give them what they want. It's not hard. It's honestly really, really simple. And all of these apps know that. That's why every single one of them has an algorithm that, like, literally all it does is just take the things that people click on and interact with the most and just, like, finds out exactly what type of content it is and only pumps that out to as many people as possible. That's it. That's, like, pretty much exactly what it does. It just so happens that the most interacted with thing on the internet, literally every platform ever, is porn. Like, just porn. That is literally it. 90% porn. And as these bots have gotten more and more refined, that's why it seems like there's literally no getting away from it. Because really all they're refining is how to show you more porn. That's like how they make money. That is what's getting the interactions. It would be really simple to just blame all this shit on the corporations behind things like Snapchat and Instagram. But at the end of the day, it's not like they want to show you porn. I mean, that's not it at all. They literally just want to make money, and it just so happens that porn is the most lucrative thing on the internet. Bar none. And, like, it's pretty obvious. Sophie Rain, the top earner this year on OnlyFans, made $43.4 million. Now, obviously, that isn't all from OnlyFans, and that's kind of my problem. Honestly, I would be fine with it if it was all just from OnlyFans. Well, I mean, not really, considering that the only way she makes any money from that is from losers just sending it to her. And also, OnlyFans as a platform takes 20%, so you can only imagine how much was actually sent to her. But either way, if it was all on OnlyFans, at least it would be centralized to one platform. Okay, at least I wouldn't have to see it anytime I click on literally any app on the planet. But sadly, that's not the case. She is on literally every platform, and wouldn't you guess it, big shocker, but all she does is things. Like, that's it. She's not, like, cracking jokes. She's cracking ass. on every platform. And now listen, I'm not blaming her, okay? I'm not shitting on her at all. I don't respect her because of just like personal issues with her line of work. But at the end of the day, she's really just profiting off of a flawed system that is literally built to profit her. Like I don't blame her at all. If anything, I blame the millions of dudes that are actively paying her for nothing but fake sexual gratification. Like I will just never understand that. But whatever, okay, that's not what this video is about. That's not even close to my point. My point is that porn and sexual content is not only lucrative for the companies that like platform this type of stuff, but also the people that make it. And it's like a lot. Like, I mean, in the case of Sophie Rain, she has made generational wealth in 1 year for just being attractive. That's like, it's a lot. And now, obviously, it would be naive to say that's not a 1 in a billion type of example, because it absolutely is. Obviously, this is not happening to every single woman that has made content. Actually, for the most part, like 98% of them make about as much as a McDonald's worker. But at the end of the day, the possibility is still there, and that's the problem. I know, it's crazy. Wow, look at how unique this issue is. It comes back to money. I mean, who would have guessed it? But yeah, it's all just about money. As the internet has grown, and as these companies have made strides to maximize profits, they've found that if they actually give people an incentive to get as many views as possible, right, like they like actually pay people for maximizing views, that they will make so much more money than what they're paying that it just won't even matter. I mean, these people are basically doing their job for them, but it's fine because they're being compensated for it, right? I mean, it's a win-win. It's kind of the natural progression of all platforms, but it also just so happens to be, in my opinion, the thing that kills them. I know that this is crazy to hear from a dude that literally pays his bills by posting to YouTube, but monetizing views, monetizing interactions is literally the bane of my existence when it comes to literally every platform, including YouTube. All right, YouTube is included, and I'll circle back on it in just a second, but like, really just look around. Look at every platform you use and tell me it's not leaps and bounds worse now that they pay people. Example 1, Snapchat. Snapchat recently released the Discover page, and with that they monetize people that like post stories, and now the app is ass. It's terrible. It's filled to the brim with softcore and literally sends you random notifications letting you know that people you have never met in your entire life posted to their story. Snapchat, I do not give a shit. I don't care that this random woman posted to her Discover page. Why is that a feature? That is such a stupid change. Call me based, but I don't think Snapchat needed to be monetized. Who actually enjoys the Discover page? Who? Like I'm genuinely curious because I have never met a single person that likes that change. Actually, I hear a ton of shit about it all the time. I've never heard any praise. It is just softcore porn. And it's also designed like shit. So basically what they do is that the thumbnail or the image that you like actually see as the cover to each story on the Discover page, the way that they select that picture is it's just whatever picture that the person chose to post last, right? So the very last picture of the story is the thumbnail. So what people do is they just take pictures of random ass shit, just shit that does not matter in the slightest, right? They take like 40 pictures of their dog or 60 pictures of their breakfast. They just fill it with absolute slop. But for their last picture, it's like a 4K image of just straight up ass cheeks. Like I'm talking professionally photographed picture of some chick in a bathing suit. And what happens is that people are so fucking stupid. They're such gooners that they literally sift through each picture looking for, like, I don't even know. What do y'all think is going to be in there? What in the f*** are you looking for? What do you think it's gonna be? Because it can't be nudes. I mean, brother, there's not gonna be, like, they're not just straight up on the Snapchat story. You're not gonna find that. But people still search through that shit. And I know this because it's working. That's literally the only thing anyone does on that platform is just post some, like, super thirst trap shit at the very end. Everybody's doing it. So I know it's working. What are you looking for, bro? I don't even get it, but you're making the platform shit. Snapchat is now a terrible app, and it was all because they started paying people. Moving on, we've got Twitter. And wouldn't you know it, Twitter just recently started paying people as well. And just like fucking clockwork, now the app is ass. Everybody hates Twitter even more than they did before. Twitter was never good. Twitter's never been good. And now it is fucking terrible. And it has the same problem as every other app where it's just all porn. And also steak ads for some reason. Like, why even post these? They don't monetize the... Who knows? Anyways, moving on. TikTok? Same thing, right? Just porn everywhere. Instagram? Also the same thing. And kind of worse. I don't really understand Instagram. The reels are like a third the funniest shit I've ever seen, right? The second third is just softcore porn, just like straight up throughout it. And the last third is like the most gruesome, disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. So, I mean, dude, getting on Instagram and scrolling reels is like playing Russian roulette. Yeah, Instagram is cooked, honestly. Sadly, because Instagram used to be awesome. Yeah, it used to be great, but now it's pretty shit. I would move on to different apps, but I think you're kind of getting it now. Apps that pay their creators are, or very soon will be, filled to the brim with porn. Hell, even YouTube low-key promotes that shit, right? They're not safe in this either. YouTube acts like they're so against content, but when it comes to YouTube Shorts, the bot that they use that like picks the thumbnail for each short will always pick a frame that includes a half-naked woman. Always. It will always pick the most frame, even if your short is not in the slightest, but I don't know, there's like a millisecond of an ass in it. It will pick that frame. I'm telling you right now, you can literally test it, okay? Make a short, but at the very end, put like 5 frames of a woman in a bikini, and I promise you, YouTube will make that the thumbnail. It's insane. Because, again, YouTube really does act like they are just completely against all type of sexual content, but they do that. That's real. There will be people who post shorts and do exactly what I just said, where it's like it's like just a bunch of memes, but at the very end, it's like a woman doing something slightly suggestive, and they pick it not because it's funny or because it adds to the content, but because they know it's going to be the thumbnail, and they know that gooners are gonna click on it, and it's gonna get way more interaction than just a meme collection. That's like, I'm being dead ass. YouTube actually does that. And it's like, why, dude? You know? Again, how are you going to act like you're against all this sexual content, but you're the ones actively picking? Like, that is so funny to me, because that's written into a bot. That means it's written, like, somebody actually coded this bot to pick the most sexual frame of a short. It's like, YouTube, bro, come on. And they do that with the auto thumbnails as well in a video. Like, I mean, you don't ever see it because nobody ever picks auto thumbnails, and that's kind of why I'm, talking about shorts, because you have to pick auto thumbnails. But they do it with normal auto thumbnails too, where if you've got a 20-minute video but 2 frames of an ass, it will have the ass as one of the selections. And like I said, this is very easy to test. You can very easily just try it out, and I promise you're gonna be shocked, because it's like, what the fuck? Anyways, yeah, this video doesn't matter. Like at all. There's literally nothing here. There's no plot. It's just a rant, because I genuinely get annoyed by every platform just being porn. It's like, I would like it to be interesting, And I guess it's kind of a blessing in disguise, because it gets me off of my phone. But I mean, like, come on, dude. Let a brother scroll. Come on. Whatever, man. I mean, honest to God, I used to love Instagram. I thought that shit was funny, but now I actually have not had an account for over a year. I mean, it's just fucking tragic. Anyways, sub to the channel, join the Discord. Thank you to my Sigma tier channel members: Elite Alien, Galaxite, Curl, Cube Sphere, Bacteria Food, Hardcore and Diggity Dog. All right, I'm going to bed.